BnTeT instantly. BnTeT dumps his utility. He doesn't want to die with it, so he pushes his way back forward. There's Norbert shut down as a trade there, as Norbert's actually able to double up there. So K23 they're going to get this site, they're going to get this plant. The question now is who can stop Norbert? Because he's currently rocking for 3, and for EXTREMUM, they're going to have to struggle on this retake. It a 2-on-5 is a tall
side, I suppose, but yeah, I suppose maybe a few of them don't have to reinvest armor. We'll see them go into this next round with
it's a bit of a lull, in which AdreN will be the one to lead to this charge. AdreN through the doors is able to hit a beautiful shot onto Azza there. Liazz.
They're pushing right onto this A site, and there's nobody here to defend. They've completely outmaneuvered their opponents, and Fame, watching the back lines, will be ready and waiting. Crosshair at head level, and they're going to peek into him as he can farm. Goes for the jiggle peek, spots out 2, making out, and swapped. So, yeah, definitely not something you want to be seeing. Right now, Fame not having as much.
Now what damage can Azza do, and will he be hard cleared as well? Azza, he spots out neaLaN, good for 1. Norbert to trade, BnTeT now to try and cower. He's able to double down with the Gratisfaction chiming through on the short member, put it down to a 4-on-2, and a position in which K23 are going to have a very tough time getting out of. Gratisfaction is a missed shot. He's not quite punished though, as AdreN gets his way all the way towards this site. Mollies go down either way though. AdreN good for 1. AdreN there to double up, backside looks to make it 3, can't quite do so with Liazz.
The site. He's got plenty of space and time as well to get this C4 down. That incendiary, it's going to miss. It's going to land right in the smoke. That wasn't the smoke's intention. It was to give him cover from long. I'm not sure what jkaem's doing there, though. Just showing his shoulder, and that gives Mo an opportunity to take him out. He now knows the final member, CT, but he can't pull the trigger quick enough. I thought Liazz was dead to rights there, and instead he hits the headshot. A massive clutch from the man to put EXTREMUM's first round on the board. And with that, they'll look to try and pull this gap back.
That is,
but there are 2 defenders posted, and with Gratisfaction on the other side of this smoke, this could be deadly.
Ooh. Well, Gratisfaction is good for 2 before neaLaN's there to shut him down. jkaem towards Car. Can he find one of his own? Yes, he can. Mo now left alone to commit to the attack. He too falls. BnTeT on the flank catches out AdreN. And now EXTREMUM, they get the ball roll. I'm friends with a player called Swaggy. He plays on Chet's, which is an upcoming UK team. And I remember asking him a while ago, what team in kind of tier 2 are you worried about? The flashes, they land around him, they land behind him, and because of that, neaLaN's there to full. Fame, he'll also go through the smoke, but before he can, he's taken down as well. Mo in the smoke takes damage, but he's forced away, and with Norbert on.
Really smart from Azza. It's something that we occasionally see, but we see it seldom enough that it's not predicted, and there we go. Nice couple of kills there from BnTeT to finish things off, but Azza's the man of the need. But jkaem, look how much damage he's done early from that duel towards the B tunnels. Ooh.
Wow, that's an opening. Norbert shutting down BnTeT. Is there a trade? For the time being, no, there isn't. But Azza going close to this smoke. Might let that nade finish off AdreN. Does it do so? Oh, it does. Really well timing from Gratisfaction. It's just heartbreaking. As he turns away, Azza now gets ready to defend. He swings wide, good for 1. Gratis flash helps, but Fame's there to double down into a 3-on-2. And EXTREMUM, they try to get into this retake as quick as humanly possible, and they do so by swinging on short. Almost the second the bomb goes down, and with that, Fame spotted out on Goose, but with no kill, he's got Liazz there to help, but what help will it do? From the looks of it, EXTREMUM might have to consider just saving here as that initial swing from Liazz forward into the crosshair of Mo, and to his death. Leaving jkaem on only 40.
Very doable, and you can really justify going for a peek, but as soon as Mo finishes planting that C4, the AWP then comes back into play, and that's where it just becomes impossible. jkaem gets a very nice headshot onto him, and ordinarily, I thought that would mean that AWP's not being carried across into the next, but actually, Fame's found himself enough. Got 1 more buy left in the tank before they will have to drop down to some kind of an eco. Gratisfaction, though, that's huge. And if you're Mo...
Quick enough. Liazz, he's ready for Norbert to swing into him. There goes that initial flash. Here comes that attack. Norbert fully blind. Liazz fully blind. Will be able to shut down Fame before he falls. He tries to double up. AdreN finishes the job. Now BnTeT, what good will his aggression be? Norbert already set the sight. Tries to aggress above the smoke. Can he catch out this initial player? No, he can't. He deploys the nade. That should give his position away. AdreN swings into Azza. The timing favors him, but it doesn't favor him on BnTeT. BnTeT good for 1. Doubles down onto Norbert. It's all AdreN now, and for AdreN in a 1v3, he's caught in transition as
bangs neaLaN creeping up towards long here, but as the initial duels take place, jkaem, whilst getting tagged down to 3 HP, does win the fight, but neaLaN gets the refrag elsewhere.
And he does. Well, with Liazz at the next turn, the massive jkaem switches the deagle. It's Azza through the smoke to finish off Mo. And once again, K23, their attack, it's just shut down. Really, really strong stuff. And, well, let's see what can be done on a flip side. Maybe.
Yes, and Liazz he's playing super versatile here on this B side. This time he doesn't have jkaem to support him. He's actually elsewhere. And as he falls towards mid, it does really come onto Liazz's shoulders here to try and defend.
And it does. They haven't cleared him, though. Well, eventually they do. He's good for one. Traded out by neaLaN. And so for a 1-for-1 trade, this now is a really tough spot for EXTREMUM. B site, notoriously a really damn hard site to retake. And well, as Natus swings into lower, Mo makes sure that there's no flank at all. It's down to 2-on-4, and I think tear right now. And it's really looking like K23 should be stomping right now. But the reality is they're deadlocked. And look at the damage being done to them. Granted, EXTREMUM will lose their weapons, but they've already got
him. Has that gone through the corner of the door? I don't know. It didn't look like it, but either way, the push comes through the B site off the back of it, and that's open for business.
He's going to be counting his lucky start. It still could go either way. Thus to a really evenly matched map. And for Norbert, that quick kill on Twistzz should just confirm it. Unless we see something wild from Gratisfaction, which sure it's possible, but I'd seriously doubt, especially with Mo not being cleared. He should quickly dispatch Gratis, and he does just that. It's 8-7 at the end of the half of the K23. Norbert, who's hiding towards Gandalf. Let's see what good it can do. Plant goes down. Norbert is going to play for timing. Does timing bless him or does it curse him? I'll see in just a moment as AdreN will be ready to push forward from long. And as Mo gets ready for this initial attack, there go the flashes. Here comes the attack. jkaem good for one. Norbert shows his presence. He's missing a few shots. Eventually he hits Liazz. The call goes through, but Grass straight onto fame instantly. jkaem dinked down as well. Allows neaLaN to finish the job. Down to a 3-on-3. Flank comes through. And with that, there's an execution onto Azur and a beautiful retake for K23 there as they make it 8.
That was fantastic. A 5v5 retake, not something you see every day, but it seems like it was something that...
Everyone knows when you try foreign food, sometimes it just doesn't agree with you. And unfortunately for Liazz, that may have been the case. And for Norbert, unfortunately the case for Gratisfaction is a quick kill through the smoke. Because of that, let's see just what changes. And for K23, they're able to catch out first member. Down to a 5-on-3. And for EXTREMUM, now they're in a tough old spot. They continue to make their way forward out through mid. AdreN through the smoke doesn't go for the spam. Instead, he goes for the timing. And as he gets ready to go through it, bit of spam damage done. Fame good for Liazz. Here comes that follow-up aggression. And as mollies go through, they're going to try and get to this side. BnTeT shows his position, but with him surviving, he's still got a bit of hope. He'll fall from behind as it will fall to Mo. And just like that.
Or maybe not a big kill disparity, but a little bit of one. And actually, EXTREMUM, they've got significantly more kills on the board. Right now, though, Norbert, that's his 20th. Massive stuff from him. This aggression towards short, it's working out admirably. And even against the buyer, he's able to snatch that head away, fall back, and support his teammates towards the site. And with a two-man advantage so early on in this round, it's going to be difficult for EXTREMUM to get back into. But Gratisfaction trying to open the door, finding that kill on site, might be their ticket in.
That it is then. Well, as they force their way forward, let's see who's able to come out on top, because the reality is for neaLaN there to finish off 2. It's all in Gratisfaction alone in the 1 versus 3. No armor. Let's see if he can help. No, he can't. For K23, this is 11. And
no one facing into him, and I think this is actually going to be a smoke deployed. He takes a hell of a lot of damage. neaLaN, that element of surprise, and oh my, the nade actually finishes him off. That's perfect.
Well, let's see if it is perfect. We've got Gratisfaction to shut down Norbert. There's an opening, and now with a 4-on-4 running, let's see who's able to come out on top with Mo. Ready on shot, brings out a beautiful shot to jkaem to shut him down, and as it falls into a 4-on-3, follow-up push goes through with neaLaN bringing out a few shots here or there. He keeps them back, he keeps them at bay. As we see AdreN delve down in towards the lower to try and catch out this initial member. K23 with a man advantage to cement that with a beautiful shot from Mo. Now from the flank, Gratisfaction tagged down but not killed. It's BnTeT to trade. Oh, he can't do so with Fame saving his teammates' life there.
But look, they're all firing away at him. They know exactly where he is, and as they swing him from all angles, they will eliminate. 4 players stand alive there for K23.
And then EXTREMUM just out of chances. For K23, that's a best case scenario. The see Gratisfaction, he's able to tag down one. Mo instantly there to trade though, and Mo, he's now going to regress towards the lower. He knows full well the momentum he's just established, and as Liazz peeks into him, this should be a quick little kill for Mo. Was scoped in. Liazz, does he peek forward? Yes, he does. The flash is perfect, and now with an evens pecking.
All comes down to timing as BnTeT. He's actually watching the push, but the timing, it doesn't quite bless him. He spins back around though, and He's able to
presence on long Norbert. He's terrified of that follow-up flank from BnTeT, but none's coming as the bomb goes down. K23, they've got a summon for Fame and AdreN from B, and well, the smokes continue to go down. jkaem aggressing into Norbert. Does he catch out the player? Norbert, by timing, is able to come out on top, as jkaem just not quite expecting Norbert on the off angle. And surely Norbert just rules out long. Eventually, right? But it looks like it will just be a stay for K23. For EXTREMUM, they're able to come out on top, and with Azza falling, looks like Norbert's going to try and double down onto BnTeT here as he pushes his own way forward. And for BnTeT, that kill secures any late retake. That bomb will go off. EXTREMUM make it 9 as they reduce the differential to just 4.
I think it was just about damage there for Norbert on that peak, but BnTeT very, very quick. 2 kills for him in the round, and that will be the 9th for EXTREMUM. Mo holding on to these long doors, scoped in, waiting for BnTeT to peek, but BnTeT swings wide. Mo's not ready for it, and Norbert now has to pick up the pieces. Headshot found, can't double down, and now the 2-man advantage, and the site obtained here for EXTREMUM. K23, they've crumbled again, and that means that EXTREMUM will be on. Absolutely will be, as Gratisfaction holds on to that sniper in this gap. K23 are going to have less to fight back with. Liazz takes a lot of damage from the molly, and as he pushes out, he will actually be taken down. But as jkaem finds a trade elsewhere, a 4-on-3 in K23's favor, but they need to hold on to it.
Holding on to it is the hard part. And for AdreN, the aggressive mid, beautiful spray down, good for one, not quite able to double down, but the nade will finish the job. It's still on flank from Norbert towards B tunnels. However, it won't stop the plants, and Grap will be acutely aware of that. Stay back down towards back plats. He'll just wait for the push to come his way. And unfortunately for him, Norbert is the one with all the util. If he can kill Norbert before he deploys it, this is a very doable situation. Mo does have a molly actually that he's just picked up, so it becomes a bit more difficult. But there's Norbert. There's Norbert to fall. Now into a 1 versus 2. He's got to reaggress. He's got to find neaLaN. And as these days go down, neaLaN spotted out. neaLaN, able to come out on top. For K23, that'll be 14. And for EXTREMUM, that'll be a reset. That plant saves them from economic collapse.
Well, there's that 14th for K23, despite the disc shot. Can't connect through the door, and Fame sitting on the other side of it, ready to pounce as they go up on top of the box. He sees the shadow, swings out, doubles down, caught with the smoke in his hand, but he's done his job, and he's done it admirably. 2 kills, spot. If he wins it, then they have a 2-man advantage, and jkaem walks in with his back turn. Norbert can win the fight. That confirms that it is going to be a hit towards A, and now these rotations can start to come in. Gratisfaction misses the shot with the AWP. neaLaN's able to capitalize, and Liazz now left on his lonesome. A 1-on-4. Can't connect the head on the jumping member, and he's given away his position. Now 4 kills to find, and there's no opportunity for it. Mo goes for the swing. Finishes. All right. So I am going to stick to my guns. I think they win Inferno. I think we do go to a 3rd. But I mean, I'm definitely open to be surprised.
Ethan. Well, as we see the flashes go down, Mo looking to peek forward where he can, when he can. jkaem there to shut down Fame. Keeps it even.
Pre-fired. They're so close to him, but they don't realize it. And there we go. As soon as he pounces, they all converge. They all see sight. It's actually completely open.
That it is AdreN. He backs away. He brings out a few shots as Azza to be taken down. Trade there as BnTeT also falls, but Liazz comes out on top. Down to a 2-on-2. It's down to Mo now to just do the damage he can. neaLaN onto jkaem. Leaves it all on Liazz. 1 versus 2. He's swarmed by both members. neaLaN finishes the job. And just like that, K23, they take their map pick at us too. They take the first map of this series, 16-10. Down from mid, flash goes off. It's an early push from Norbert and catches out BnTeT, and with that early kill, the follow-up progression comes through. It's an absolute bloodbath towards mid here. Kills back and forth, in which neaLaN gets the final say in the matter. Fame there to cement it, and unfortunately, this leaves just Liazz, the last man left standing, and a 1v4. He'll quickly be dispatched, and with that, K23 will take the pistol round. Well, with this bit of a lull, EXTREMUM with these AKs, they're going to try and negate this early control towards Banana. They do just that. AdreN falls man advantage in it.
We'll wait and see as they stack up towards this B site. This could still work out for them with the flash and the re-aggression, but with BnTeT playing anti, he does come out on top with the first engagement. The MP9 can fire through for another, and all of a sudden Fame left in a position where it's a doable 2v1. At the end of the day, these MP9s have done damage and they've built up some cash. They'll be able to go for a buy in the next regardless. But I feel like they may have got a little bit overzealous with this 4-man MP9 buy. I like the fact.
Well, as that molly goes down towards new box, it's absolutely perfect. The flash even better. There's one, goes the spray transfer. Oh, Oh, that's perfect. Fame hits the 1 versus 2, gets that defuse, and with that, K23, they lead 3-0. It is just a bit of a lull, as no one really wants to come out on top just yet. And well, Fame is good for 1, deploys that smoke, it allows his teammate to come and assist, and the back and forth works perfectly for K23. Fame to finish the job. And that
a little bit of Kevlar, Hero AK on Azza. I can't imagine EXTREMUM can get a whole lot done. Azza, though, does open things up, but it's only the first man, and with that AK...
Now down to neaLaN to really hit the full attack, and well, there's Liazz. Oh, that's messy. Liazz punishes, and in a 4-on-3 now, an advantage for EXTREMUM. The flash will keep Mo back, and well, he does regress. He doesn't quite ring out a shot just yet. BnTeT goes to that plant, and this is a very winnable situation for EXTREMUM. Doesn't quite do so. Flash goes out, BnTeT looks to hide, and BnTeT, with a very low amount of HP, is going to have to go huge here, but it's jkaem to double down. Normal to get back center, Normal to make it 3, and as he switches to P250, he'll aggress onto Gratisfaction, who's going to swing wide. He's going to try and cancel out the plant. Can he do so? Yes, he can, and EXTREMUM, they eco K23.
A lot of early damage there done to Mo once again, who's missed his shot.
That they do. Nobody's there to double down, though. Dinking a 3rd as well. As he's going to be feeling that. And for Fame, very aggressive. He just gives up the man advantage. Fame, that was undisciplined, and it's been punished instantly. Mo with only 2 HP realizes he can't aggress very much either. And as he just scopes in from library, tried to catch out the odd member. But now in a retake, K23, they're going to have to all aggress from longer with only a smoke and a couple flashes to do so. This is a really tough spot for them. Smoke goes down, Flash is ready to go out in Kai, but Grat, he's ready for the attack. Shuts down the first, turns around and ready for neaLaN.
With that, as they start to close this gap and build up an economy of their own whilst chipping away at their opponents. K23, imagine he does so without a flashbang as it pops around the corner. Mo still on this angle, and there we go. Off of that contact. neaLaN swings right in, but he can't get anything done. Mo trades for 1, but it's not enough, and I think K23 might just fall away again.
That's twice now we've seen K23 look to counter out a push by going for a push of their own, and it's just balls 0 fruits. And unfortunately,
oh, K23, they're going for a retake here, but there's no opportunity for them to actually get back into the site. There's definitely no time to do so. Norba, how on earth has he found himself 2 kills there with a slither of HP? He's done a huge amount of damage, and I think damage is really what they're looking for at that point. Get those exits, keep that EXTREMUM economy at bay. It's something that they've managed to do quite. Number 9, he's on a single frag, and I want to see Mo on that sniper have a little bit more impact. He's kind of found kills here or there, maybe a 1-for-1 trade, but it doesn't take too much damage from the engagement, so he'll take a step back. And with this man advantage, they don't need to over-aggress. But that's a beautiful head.
Get ready for this attack in AdreN. It's needless aggression. He doesn't need to peek here. He's able to get 1, sure, but the trade goes down. This will kickstart the push, putting all the pressure onto Mo. The rotate's there just in the nick of time, but unfortunately, it won't stop a plant. And as we see Fame boosted up, can he stop that plant? He makes a bit of noise, though, and with that, he's punished. jkaem finishes the job. He doubles down through the smoke, just like that. It's a 5th for EXTREMUM, as aggression from K23 punished once more.
CT, there's no opportunity for him to actually have any advantage there. As Norba falls away and saves, he's actually one of the only members that does. Well, AdreN, I like this. Off of the back of the flash, he's going for the aggression in Banana, trying to take some control. And whilst he only trades 1-for-1, neaLaN's there to defend as Mo starts to rotate. But once again, I think he's going to be caught in CT as they're pushing in. And neaLaN, he needs to hold this line, and he absolutely is.
Beautiful, beautiful take there. And now for EXTREMUM, 2 players left. Sure, they put us into a retake, and this is very doable for them. But let's see if it works out for them, as we see a few shots ring out either way. It's going to be a tough spot to really work your way out of. Gratisfaction, short down by Mo. It's all on Liazz now. He has to go huge as the flash goes out. Fully blinded. He's executed by neaLaN, who's able to take his time with that kill. For K23, at long last, they're able to tie it up 5-5, and they prevent EXTREMUM from stringing together too many rounds, but nonetheless.
You're seeing it again. That smoke goes down deep, means that they can't just blast in and take control. And with Mo finding that opening pick towards middle, he's actually double dipping. That might be the mistake that cost him his life, and it absolutely is. Norba now.
He's had really good success from timing at this position. However, this time, EXTREMUM, they're going to be up towards on Gratisfaction. That's a nice flick. neaLaN now has to go huge as the push goes through. Liazz falls. He doubles down onto BnTeT as well. And, well, through the smoke, he can't quite find a 3rd, but Grat, he's definitely good to shoot through the smoke. In pits, it's Fame to prevent a plant, leaving it all on Azza, who's got to try and pressure down Fame as quick as humanly possible. But AdreN's there to support his teammate.
Opponent's pick when you're a map up. Mo in the apartments, nice and aggressive, needs to use it at close range, and he gets the collapse. That's insane.
For Ben, he knows full well that they're coming. As in mid-air, Nazza, he tries to bring out a few shots, but Fame's there to finish the job. Fame, the best thing he can do is survive, and he does just that. Grat now mollied out of position on site, allows neaLaN to swing straight into him. He's good for one. It's all on Grat. Norbert to finish the job, getting both kills, and just like that, the defuse comes through.
Well, a great round there from K23, and Mo, I mean, I love the initiative. I love... Well, Mo on this angle, waiting for jkaem to peek into him, and there we go. As the peek comes through, it's an absolute Mo down. They walk straight into the blender, and it's a floor in from behind. Library and Arch now vulnerable. Gratisfaction, he's been spotted in Graveyard, and as the Glocks charge him down, he falls. Liazz good for one. BnTeT here to support, and there we go. This is where the crunch starts to come in, and K23, they're now trapped on the side.
Well, it's all down to AdreN and 1v4. Liazz there to execute him and to finish the job. And just like that.
Sorry, from EXTREMUM, which does mean that K23 have that chance to blast in with the AKs. But as they push through 1-for-1 trade, neaLaN, despite being on low health, somehow pokes up and finds another headshot. And all of a sudden, a man advantage and a sight obtained. And as these digits are tapped in, jkaem and BnTeT, they have not got the right tools for this job. They're the two players with the MP9s, Kramer. Now they're at a point where they can't go for this retake. It's too far gone. They're just going for the exits right now. Try and get some extra cash with these MP9s. Try and snatch away an AK. And whilst they're able to get 2 kills, they are able to grab an AK there as well. jkaem snatches that one. So not bad damage done there from
the initial kill, but they're not able to pull ahead just yet.
The issue is for both of these sides, is that the lack of around long enough to be punished for it. Azza instead is the man to reaggress. The flash, it doesn't affect him, but that headshot does. Gratisfaction can trade, but as he takes a lot of damage, Liazz drops, and now a 2-man advantage, make it 3, and I think this might just be round over as BnTeT falls away. As I mentioned before, no loss bonus. EXTREMUM buy into the next, or he drops something over, they go for a funky force buy, and we kind of go from there. By the looks of things, though, with 2
way forward, you see K23, he deployed on a bit of util as they try to catch out an odd member, and they do just that. neaLaN, he's going to be taken down through the expense of...
An important one for them to take. Their current positioning, they both already secure that Season 2, but it's about the points. That's what these two teams are looking for. Try and get those points built up so that on the table, they're one of the teams that actually qualify for that main Funspark event later this year. But right now, EXTREMUM, they're putting up the defense. It's solid, but not solid enough. As Mo doubles down, all of a sudden we find ourselves back in a 2-on-2. Very low health on both of these members, but they've got the bomb down. They've got that time pressure, and that C4, it almost acts as an extra man.
Absolutely, and more importantly is that Norbert, he doesn't have much HP, neither does Mo. It's all down to his first bullet, and well, Mo hits his shot. Now Norbert has to duel Liazz towards CT. Norbert, he does come out on top. He takes that bullet and he 8 rounds to toy with. Something will go right eventually. EXTREMUM, they need it to go right consistently every single time. Gratisfaction, that's what can they do? The molly's down in place. BnTeT, he's not forced out just yet, but he's definitely dropped down onto a molly, and he does just that. He falls so damn low, he'll fall. jkaem in CT, he's forced away, and E2 is taken down to a 3-on-3. The plant's going to go through, and now EXTREMUM are in a very tough spot as they attempt to retake. We see Fame on the close angle, leading this charge forward. Halfway gone, the flashes go down, the mollies get dumped. It's only down to a couple bits of utility left, and well, there's Liazz good for one. Trade not quite there, though, as Fame lines up 2 of his own. It's all on Azza. He falls. Azza's taken.